Does it feel like when you're 9 years old and you're flying to Miami to do a video with Diddy?
Pretty ill. A lot of girls that when I perform give me kisses.
How many girls have you kissed?
In one show?
Yeah.
10.
Critics are aghast, asking, what is this 10-year-old doing in some very adult situations?
Why was your son smacking a girl's butt?
Entertaining. He was just acting. Just like any other Hollywood kid would do. They entertain.
If you had to do over again, would you say, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that?
I'll do it all over again.
You would?
I wouldn't change anything.
The things that they get upset about.
Me smacking a girl behind.
Days amidst a hip-hop culture rife with sex and flash. But his 10-year-old Lil Poopy is no ordinary child.
When it comes to hip-hop, living what you rap about is almost important as what you're actually rapping, and companies are built off creating an image for an artist, regardless of how true that image is. For Lil Poopy, I think the image may have been truer than most realized while watching the show. The son of a trap star, as he calls himself, came up out the slums of Brockton with his father, who was known for motion in that area, who introduced Poopy to the fast life early, allowing Lil Poopy to go viral rapping, which landed him on the news, on shows with other stars like French Montana, Rick Ross, or P. Diddy. But this opportunity also landed him on TV with his time on the first season of Lifetime's popular show, The Rap Game. The self-proclaimed Coke boy really seemed to be living his rap, but that also comes with consequences. So today, we will take a look at where Poopy is now, but like always, we have to take a look back to see how Poopy came up and turned his chaotic circumstances into a rap career. Yo, I really appreciate all the support on the videos. If you end up enjoying the video, hit the like button, comment below and let me know what you thought about the video, and subscribe to join the Cosmo Crew so you don't miss any of our uploads. But I understand how valuable your time is, so like always, let's blast right back into this. Born on February 15th in 2003, Louis Rivera Jr., aka Lil Poopy, grew up in the tough streets of Brockton, Massachusetts, a place where as recent as 2020, the crime was rated to be 87% higher than other US cities. So as you may can imagine, life wasn't easy for Poopy's childhood and his parents, Jatoy and Louis Rivera. Jatoy being from Puerto Rican descent and Louis being from Cape Verde lineage. As a baby, Poopy was said to poop all on his father's hands when he was getting his diaper changed, so his pops gave him the moniker Poopy. He did have a lot of fun growing up in his childhood, even playing sports like baseball and driving ATVs with his dad. It wasn't all fun and games though. Poopy started grinding at a young age of 7. He started his rap career on New Year's night, a 2010 going to 2011, in his basement, where him and his pops and a friend rode a track and Poopy jumped on it, which is when he began throwing a little on the beginning of his name. Lil Poopy started gaining notoriety in the city when he dropped a freestyle video that went absolutely viral, sparking acclaim and criticism because of the lyrics and things going on inside of the video. And Iced Out Poopy rapped about his life on French Montana's famous hit, Pop That, while riding in whips with the top down and no seatbelt and slapping the bottoms of adult women. I'm gonna be careful with the clips I show from the video because I know his YouTube isn't up anymore and the video's been privated after it did millions of views. This opened up a lot of doors for Poopy, helping him become an honorary member of the Coke Boys, French Montana's crew, something French would later dispute, and it also opened up the Rivera family to scrutiny with an accompanying child abuse case in 2013. With the increased pressure from the video, Poopy's dad would say it's all art and it's more like a parody.
Entertaining. He was just acting. Just like any other Hollywood kid would do. They entertain people.
Even Poopy would say he was just acting in the video. His mother would later say that she disapproved of the incident, but once already on the internet, it wasn't much that she could do at that point.
If you had been there when he was doing that, what would you have said to him?
I would have told him not to do it.
Poopy was really living a rapper lifestyle, still not even close to a preteen. He was getting an estimated $2,500 a show around his city, appearing on tour and shows with established rappers like French Montana, Meek Mill, and Rick Ross. There's even pictures out there with Lil Durk. Poopy was putting in them late nights, but always said he focused on school too.
If I didn't go to school, there wouldn't be no rapping, because school becomes before rapping.
But the trouble would pop up again when Brockton police pulled over a car that had Lil Poopy inside, getting driven back from a late night studio session at 1 a.m. in the morning, where the car was searched for drugs, but the police couldn't find any. At this point, in my opinion, it seemed like the police were really after the Rivera family. Now, if it was because the video or something that we're about to dive into, I guess we'll never really know. January of 2016 was a month that started a lot for Poopy. Not only was it the debut of the rap game season 1, it was also the start of the biggest troubles with the law his family would run into yet. Poopy's father, Louis Rivera, known in the streets as Fat Louie, was caught in the middle of an investigation into a network of local gangs trafficking illegal firearms and drugs, where investigators identified Fat Louie as the source of the supply in Brockton of cocaine and cocaine base, also known as crack cocaine. From January to April, throughout the investigation, a cooperating witness brought significant amounts of drugs from Fat Louie, who was stated to have operated a robust trafficking business through various residential and business locations in Brockton. He was alleged to have been conspiring with numerous others, some members of local gangs like the 18th Street Gang, the East Side Money Gang, and the Boylston Street Gang. In June of 2016, Louis and 52 others were indicted on federal firearm and drug charges, alleging that they were responsible for fueling a pipeline across cities and towns in eastern Massachusetts, with the feds seizing over 70 guns and over half a kilo of drugs in a money counter machine, putting a slightly different outlook on Poopy's time as a coke boy. Even French Montana had to put out a statement disassociating himself with the young rapper after he started receiving backlash from people believing that he signed Lil Poopy. But that didn't stop the rap game from reaching out to Lil Poopy, inviting him to season 1. The show obviously was familiar with this content, seeing they played clips from his video multiple times during the season that was aired to over 1.7 million people an episode.
Haters. Don't hate the player, hate the game, bro.
Season 1's cast consisted of another Lil Nico, and the international multi-talented superstar, Super Peach. 2 people we've also made videos on, so make sure y'all go ahead and check those out if you haven't yet already. But season 1 also had Young Lyric, a person who seemed to be close to Lil Poopy after the show, and the winner, Big Lotto, the artist formerly known as Mulatto, who was probably the most known artist from the house. Lil Poopy was probably one of the youngest in the rap game house, along with Super Peach at age 12. He was accompanied by his manager and uncle, Papa Louis, since his dad was busy at the time. From the very start, Poopy would drop bars, alluding to his past.
My name in every newspaper. You haters only here to tell the story like a news anchor.
But likely because of his look and age, it was overlooked as him just being a rapper. Poopy said often that season that he was trying to get his family out of Brockton, probably from everything that he had seen growing up. But it was clear to me watching that he wasn't ready at the time of competing with the other kids. Poopy struggled through most of the challenges, even being accused of not caring, like the time when he fell asleep. Regardless, he kept pushing until the end, where he placed 5th, being the first of the contestants to go home. Slightly emotional from the loss, Poopy would leave the show with a bigger fan base and kept pushing out music. He developed a close relationship with fellow castmate Young Lyric, where they made songs together and even appeared in interviews together. I'm not sure the nature of their relationship, but they seemed close regardless. A little while after, when Poopy was still 13, there was rumors that he was signed to Epic. But just like the situation with French Montana, that was later disputed when the head of the company stated Poopy wasn't signed to them. Regardless, Lil Poopy kept putting out more music and videos on YouTube. I couldn't find his original page, but I do see a lot of his music on the Camayah Flims Inc page, which will be linked down low. In 2020, Poopy would seem to fall back off of social media altogether, with a ton of speculation as to why online. My only guess came from a tweet I found that seemed to suggest that he got locked up. I don't know that to be a fact. Again, it's just my speculation. I looked for the records online, but I couldn't locate any. It seems the only social media that Poopy posts to is his secondary Instagram page, where he still updates with regular stories. But Lil Poopy now has had a significant change in his lifestyle. He's actually now a father and seems to be fully into parenthood, which is a beautiful thing to see. To my knowledge now, he's the third parent from the rap game household, along with Young Lyric and Jordan. His new music paints an image now that Poopy has gone from son of a trap star to possibly becoming one himself.
Always making sales, I swear I love my scale, it's like my backbone. We keep the bills for cheap and flood the street, the work we tax on.
But I choose to believe that it's just music in hopes of Poopy breaking the cycle he was once thrusted into. It's up to us to break our generational cycles. When they say that it runs in the family, it's up to you to decide that now's the time for it to run out. Lil Poopy, now going by Poopy the Don, still has time with him being so young to make a way however he chooses. The courage and strength it takes to break the cycle must come from within though. Just like other cycles, as long as you keep rolling, you'll reach your destination eventually. But I appreciate everyone for checking out the video. If you haven't already, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about Poopy the Don's story. If you're still around, you definitely a real one. But like always, it's your boy Stone Astro. And we out of here, man. So go ahead and drop that outro.
I done said a lot of things that I can't take back. And if you wanna know the truth, there's a lot of good things that I know I like. I can't talk to you, I can't tell you the truth.